And I never want to be an example that God got to use to get back right. So I used to wake up every morning and say, Lord, don't let me fail. Don't let me do wrong. And then God told me one day, he said, whatever you magnify will manifest. So when you got a magnifying glass, what it do? It makes stuff bigger. He said, all you got to do is magnify my name. Because the Bible said when praises go up, blessings come down. So he ain't got no other choice but to bless me. But I got to hold on. I got a job I got to do. And it gets hard sometimes. Because you don't have to do nothing wrong on this journey. Sometimes, sir, you've been on this journey long enough. Sometimes he can make you jealous. He said, have you considered my son? And sometimes all you got to do is just hold on and say, help. And that's what I told him one night after I lost my grandmama. I just said, help. Am I ever going to experience that true love again? Because my grandmama raised her kids, but I know for a fact that she loved her grandkids. My grandmama gave me everything but life. So how I repay her, sir, is I remember those things that she taught me. She said, son, when stuff get hard, don't depend on your mama and your dad. They got problems of their own. You one of them. She said, you better call on the Lord and say, help. And ladies, this is what I said. I'm crying. Y'all ain't never had to call him. That's all I told him. Help pull me Anybody ever had to say help? Yes, Lord. I'm on my knees. In the midst of my storm. So I just cry, help. And the reason why I ate it, I said it when my grandma was on my last leg. She had dementia and stuff, the words weren't really going right in her head. And I grabbed her hand, and it about tore me to pieces. She grabbed me, she called me Mama. She said, Mama, I'm gonna come home. She said, but Mama, I can't leave yet. They call me Juicy. She said, Juicy ain't ready yet. Tore me to pieces. Tore me to pieces. Because all my life outside of sports, I promise you, all my life, I've only wanted to be the man that God wanted me to be. And I wanted to please my grandma. Because we had a big family. I slept in the bed with my grandma until I was 13 years old. So I knew every time she was happy, every time she was sad. And she used to say, boy, I had ADHD. I hate to tell my story, but they said we're going to sing by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. I had ADHD, bipolar, and stuff like that. We country. We don't know nothing about that. You can't sit still, I make it. You can't be quiet, I make it. So I stayed and stuff all the time. I stayed and stuff. My grandma used to just pray. She said, I know God put something in you. She said, the reason why you go through is because you're special. And she said, until you realize that everything you do is going to fail. So I live my life like that. I wonder why I give my all, and then that ain't good. good enough. I give my back, beat me, that ain't good enough. And I just stopped trying. I just started saying, Lord, here I am. I walk in my call. And I'm standing here today. I just started in the ministry. I'm standing here today. I'm 37 years old. I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. But I tell the Lord, hold me tight. Because I don't know if y'all believe it's an enemy out there.